What's up guys, it's the NJB here, and today I'm back with another analysis of how England played. So today or yesterday they played I believe it was Lithuania or something like that, but either way it was a World Cup qualifying game, and this time we did win 2-0. So it's a good comeback from losing to Germany just by 1-0, and the Germans they only won because of Podolski's brilliant long shot. So it's good to see that we could come back and actually beat a team. Last time I said we should win the game based on how we were playing the last time. I said we should have won this game by at least 3 goals, but we did only win by 2, but that's still good enough. I think this England side is still getting better, but I think that the team is still getting used to the way they're playing now, because they are playing different. As I said before, they're playing a little different. They're playing less congested in the midfield, but I feel like some of the players are still getting used to it. So overall, I think the team did play good against Lithuania, but I do still think there are some problems that kind of came back a little with England's play. So first of all, for me, the main problem with England that we've always had is the midfield. In the Euros and in the World Cup, our midfield just wasn't present. They just don't do much. Most of our midfielders just keep going upfield and try to play up front with the forwards, and because of that, it just ruins our play. It kind of makes it tight in the final third of the field because we have so many players there, and naturally because we have so many players inside the penalty box and in the final third, the players on the other team are just going to drop back to defend. So it kind of makes it seem like the other teams are parking the bus against us, but they're not. It's just that we push all our players up and they're naturally just going to want to come back and defend. But I didn't really see so much of that problem with England today, or I'm not really seeing that problem so much anymore, but we are still having some issues. I mean, for one, I think Dele Alli, he's a good midfielder and he's a great player, but I feel like he's sometimes he just comes out of his position and he just moves upfield when he really shouldn't have. I mean, he had a lot of chances today, and I'm not going to talk about if he should have finished them or not, because I don't really feel like I need to talk about that. I mean, most of his chances would have been some really good goals that you'd expect really good players to score, but you can't really knock a player for not scoring his chances. But I feel position-wise, he needs to be more stationary and just stick to his area, because a lot of the times he does get out of position and he kind of isolates some of our midfielders, because when he leaves his position, he doesn't have anyone, or our other midfielders don't have anyone to pass it to, so they either have to give a long ball or a long pass, or they have to try and cross it. So the only problem I'd say is for Dele Alli, it's kind of to stay in his position. He's not the only midfielder that does that though. There are quite a few other midfielders that do it too. It's kind of more of just an English problem, but that's that. But either way, the team we put out was good. One problem I have with the lineup was they had Oxlade-Chamberlain playing in midfield rather than forward, and I guess he's kind of a right mid, or kind of up there, but I feel like he's just better as a right forward, at least for the position or for the formation that England was playing, because we were doing a 4-3-3, and I feel like he shouldn't be in that right midfielder spot. He should be in that right wing spot, and I think it would be better if they had Lallana in that position instead, because Lallana is a better midfielder than Chamberlain is, and Chamberlain is a really good attacker. I mean, he has a lot of energy, he's really fast, he can beat a lot of players, and he can score goals. Not to say Lallana can't do any of those things, but I feel like Lallana is just more versatile and better in midfield, and Chamberlain's just better suited for attacking and just making runs and just beating players. And yeah, so that's the only problem I have with the lineup. But other than that, I think the team choice was pretty good. But what kind of surprised me a little bit is how well Stones played for England, because for Man City, he's not that good. I mean, back in the beginning of the season, I thought he was going to be a good buy, but he did not play at all how I thought he would play this season. But for England, he is playing pretty good in my opinion. He's pretty solid. He's not giving up the ball, and he's not like giving some ridiculous passes back to our keeper. Like he's playing well out of the back, and he's just making smart choices. So I think he's a pretty good defender for England. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him like if he goes in the squad more often, like if he starts more often. But that's that. But overall, as I said in the beginning, this is going to be kind of shorter than my last one. I think England played well overall. Its problems with them this time is usually the same problems that they have all the time, and that's the midfield. The midfield should be a bit more. I think our players in the midfield need to move around and like support each other more, because if you watch like a lot of England's games, our midfielders are always moving up the pitch, and they're not just staying open in their positions. A lot of times when they just move up the pitch, it forces everyone else to kind of give a long ball, and it forces our defenders to kind of move up. Like a lot of the times you'll see Kyle Walker moving up the pitch, and he had to do that a lot in the Euros because there was no midfielder in front of him to control that area. So I think that's just our only problem. Also, I feel like we need to finish our chances more often. I mean, there's a lot of times when we have like some easy chances and we just don't score them. I didn't want to talk about Dele Alli, but he did miss a few chances. A lot of them were kind of tough, as I said before, but I feel like we should be scoring some more chances. And yeah, so I think that's just more of a team problem. But I think overall that will improve with time. But I don't think we have to worry about that right now. What Southgate is doing with the team is pretty good. I think he's really just making England a better tactical team, and I think England are going to be more reliable and more consistent with their games. And hopefully, if you run into Iceland again, we probably will destroy them. But either way, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's been NJB, and cheers, next.